Hello, welcome to the end of August, live from the Flag Lair. I'm Mr. P, otherwise known as Tariff. This is the Flag Lair in all its glory, and welcome to yet another instalment of Live from the Flag Lair. One big main headline I've got for you today, which is about what's happening next month in September on Flags in Focus, and why I've got these three particular flags and one hidden down here, which you can't quite see. So if I just move this flag over here, and we'll come back to that one a little bit later, you can see it hidden down in the dark there. Anyway, so it's all to do with Flags in Focus's 6th birthday, which happens at the end of September. So every year I've dedicated each September of this channel to as a birthday month, because, well, why not? So I've decided that next month, September, we'll be celebrating in a very different style to how we have done previously. Beforehand, I've usually run competitions or themed months. I've even had one where I asked you to design the Flags in Focus flag, which isn't flying at the moment because it's hiding behind this rather gorgeous sun at the moment. But also I've had memberships and subscribers, all of that sort of stuff going on each September. This one is going to be a slightly different version and theme, just to mix things up a bit, and it'll all be linked in with the Around the World in 80 Flags series, which I've got going on at the moment, which then explains why I've got these flags going on and what on earth this particular flag is here. So that's that out of the way. First of all, hello, hi, and etc. If you're watching live, by all means, please say hello in the chat. It's there for you, not for me. Let us know where you are and what's going on in your part of the world, and say hi and share any thoughts and ideas that I've got, whatever I could talk about in today's live stream. Any questions, then by all means, drop them in as well. Khaled, hi, hello, hey mate, huge fan. Do you have the Bahrain flag? My country, yes. And what are your thoughts on Bahrain's flag? That's a good start, actually. Let's go there. So Bahrain, now you're asking, because I wasn't quite prepared for that, but it is here somewhere. I think actually it's packed away at the moment. The reason I'm going back here, because I've got a lot of the Pan-Arabian flags, a lot of these ones with the red, which I know, you see I've got Lebanon there, I've got the new Syria, there's Pakistan, you see there's Saudi, and I don't happen to have at hand the Bahrain, or indeed Qatar, flags. I wonder if they, anyway, but you asked specifically as well about my thoughts on them. Now, Bahrain, now I'm going to try and remember how many points on the Bahrain flag at the moment. There's more on Qatar than there is in Bahrain. Anyway, I do like Bahrain. 5 points on Bahrain. Thank you very much. And I like the design. It's very different from pretty much everyone apart from Qatar, which is, in my head, always a good, unique thing to be a very different style of design. The reason I quite like both Bahrain and Qatar is because regionally where they come from, the colors are subtly different. Qatar's got 9 points, isn't it, if I remember rightly? Bahrain, yours has got, as you say, 5. So there is a distinct difference, number of points, color as well, the different reds. And I think it is quite striking, especially when they're laid out. And obviously the Qatar flag is ridiculously long compared to the Bahrain, which I think is a more 5:3 ratio. I might be horrifically wrong here, but yeah, I do like both of them for their own unique reasons, and for the point that nowhere else on the planet has the flags of Bahrain or Qatar either. So that makes them very unique. So I do like it. Our flags used to be the same as Qatar. Both had 9 points until in 2002. Is that all? Gosh, as soon as that. gosh, my history on the Bahraini flag then needs proper looking up. I haven't been to Bahrain, I've been to Qatar. I was there during the World Cup in 22, I'm guessing, yes, 4 years ago it would have been, obviously. But I've yet to visit Bahrain, but do intend to. It's on the bucket list. That whole peninsula. I do want to visit as much of it as possible. From the UAE, Qatar, Saudi. At some point, I'd love to do, yes, Bahrain and the one at the top, Kuwait, and then down underneath Oman. I'd love to do Yemen, but maybe Socotra, the little island that's just off the coast of Somalia. Maybe that's what I'll go. Just throwing my geography around at the moment. Anyway, so yes, I do have Bahrain. I have a sneaky suspicion it's packed away in a box at the moment, which isn't brilliant. I'm terribly sorry. But now I know that you're here and on a regular basis, I might just have to get it up in the background for a future live stream. So there we go. Right, so we've got Bahrain at least. Gosh, we're reaching out to all sorts of countries. Anyone else, if you want to let us know where you're from, that'd be fab, because it's always great to know where you're from part of all different parts of the world. I've had people from Poland and Ukraine and across the pond in the US, Canada, New Zealand. So yeah, it's quite a wide one. Oh, and of course, Thailand as well. How can I forget that? So all over the place. So it'd be great to know whereabouts you're from. Right. Anyway, let's get rolling and moving about September, which is only a few days away. Where's the summer gone? Of course, unless it's Bahrain, it's horrendously baking. I'd love it. What's the temperature in Bahrain at the moment? We've got hot sweltering in the UK of when it gets to 30 and people melt in this country. But I'm guessing that's nothing compared to the temperatures that you guys get in Bahrain. It's in the 40s, yes. And I suppose that's a cool day, is it? Is it Bahrain that's recorded the hottest temperature ever? Somewhere in that peninsula, isn't it? Anyway, okay, right, where are we? I was explaining in September, the 6th birthday, no, okay, fair enough, the 6th birthday of Flags in Focus, that's this channel here, and what's going on. So for this month, for September, I'm doing a virtual walk, of which you guys are obviously invited to, and I've put a link to a Strava app in the chat as well. That's pinned at the top there, and you can have a look at that and sign up as well. The idea is that we walk the equivalent of the capital of North Macedonia, which is Skopje, to the capital of Kosovo, which is Pristina. Now, over the whole month of September, which is 87 kilometers. 54 miles for our American friends. Now, it might sound a long distance, but it is very doable. 87 kilometers is less than 3 kilometers a day. And when you put it down to steps, a kilometer when walking, for me anyway, is about 1,000 steps. So we're only looking at 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day on average to reach the equivalent of walking from Skopje to Pristina. So it is very doable. And obviously walking is good for you. It's good for your health, good for your mentality as well. So the whole idea is that we'll get as many people walking the equivalent distance Skopje to Pristina throughout the month of September. And if you sign up on Strava and therefore log all your distance, you will be up for winning a particular flag goodies prize at the end of September, beginning of October, of which I think this is one of the prizes that I'm giving away as well. So so if you log it all, then you'll be put in the pot for a prize draw. So what more could you ask for? So what is this here? So this flag here, weirdly, is the city flag of Pristina, the capital city of Kosovo. And it's a rather unique design for a city flag, admittedly. I had to look up who the little character is in the middle here. Here she is. She is she's a goddess on a throne, and she dates back to the is it the monolithic era, if I remember rightly? We're going back 5, 6 millennia BC, that is. So 7,000 years old, this little statue in the middle. And there is an actual statue that was found in 1956. I have written all this down, this little character in Pristina. That's why she's on the flag there. And she's about 15 centimeters tall, which is, if you take that's 30 centimeters. So what did I say? 18 and a half. So she's about this big here. And she ended up in Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, for a while in 2005, but in the 1990s. And the actual statue was returned back to Pristina in 2002. That's where we're getting it. Anyway, so she is very much a part of Pristina, the capital city. She is very much at the heart of its emblems and designs, and that's why she appears on their city flag, and there she is, and that's what makes up the one of the prizes that you can win if you sign up to the Strava link, and if you manage to get the 87 kilometers in, which is, to be fair, quite easy. When I looked it up originally, I thought, oh, that's quite harsh, but 87 kilometers, it's a doddle, really, honestly. You can walk it, run it, you can go in a wheelchair, anything. It's very simple. Cycling is cheating, so is driving. You've got to be physically walking on it. Anyway, the interesting thing about this particular city flag, what I did find, is that I couldn't find any particular justification or reason of whatever these squirrels are. Let's actually see if I can move the camera so you can get a better shot at what's going on here. If I just, and then zoom. Oh, yes, that was right. There we go. Look at that. I do know how to deal with technology. There she is. I don't know what these little squirrels are here. Sorry, I'm making it blurred if I do that. So answers on the postcard, if any of you know exactly what, but from what I find, when it comes to the colors, I haven't found a specific justification, especially with the browns or indeed the blue. I can't find anything. Excuse me, I'm drinking tea at the same time. But I'm guessing the brown is probably the bronze from the statue herself. I'm not quite sure what the little building-esque is here at the bottom. I don't know, I feel like a weatherman now. So I'm not sure what that is. I couldn't find any justification or design or outline reasons for this. Again, if anybody knows, then let's let me know. But it's these lovely little squirrels, great word. I couldn't find what they are either specifically. So if you are aware, then which I must admit it's going to be very unlikely, then you can let me just get that back to some sort of normality. It's big face on there, terribly sorry. There we go. Yes, I have just broken everything. There we go. Bear with me while I sort out my technical issues. There we go. And I'm just going to leave it right there. Okay, good, excellent. Anyway, I didn't really need to do that because you can see it all here anyway. And there she is. Anyway, what was the other thing I was going to talk? I think I've covered everything that is to do with that. So yes, so that's the theme of next month. And it would be great if I can get as many of you to join us on that travel on the 87 kilometers. There's a few people signed up already, which is great, fantastic. I just want to get as many of you involved in as possible. Something a bit different than just a normal flag related thing, but tying it all into flags, as you can see here. Now, it's getting cold, so that's why I need to keep drinking, begging your pardon. The other thing I wanted to point out was why have I chosen Skopje to Pristina, and that's a very simple thing because it's all linked in with the Around the World in 80 Flags series I've got at the moment. So that's a series where I'm actually visiting those different countries around the world. I must see if I can get Bahrain in there at some point. That would be great. Maybe not this sort of time of year, maybe in the slightly cooler months, and maybe not the one day it possibly rains. The reason we've gone for Skopje to Pristina is because the 2 episodes of around the world in 80 flags that are sandwiched round the whole of the month of September is North Macedonia and Kosovo. When I was there earlier, obviously, and so I suppose next week's episode of Around the World in 80 Flags, we start off in Skopje, where I look at this particular sunshine flag, which is their current flag, and all the details about that. But, and the reason why I've got this one out here, this was after the North Macedonia's independence from Greece. Gosh, whenever that was, early 2000s. Anyway, they went with originally this particular flag because it's the I can't even pronounce it now. Anyway, the particular sun they've got, which is a flag used in Greece's Macedonia region of the same name. And they have this flag, exactly the same flag, but instead of red, it's blue, but still with a golden sun on the in the center there. So imagine this same flag, but it's just blue. And that's the regional flag of Macedonia of Greece. So when Macedonia, or the former Republic of Yugoslavia and Macedonia, whichever terminology it was, anyway, they brought out this particular flag, and Greece wasn't too happy with that initially. Anyway, the video that comes out next week, this time next week, covers all of that particular story about Greece not happy with North Macedonia's original flag when they became independent, and all the hoo-ha that brought, and then obviously the place name calling themselves Macedonia, or the Republic of Macedonia, that caused Greece a bit of grief as well. They weren't too chuffed with that as well, and therefore North Macedonia got its name and ended up with this sort of simplified flag here. But anyway, there's far more details about that. I've managed to get Andy Richardson from Flag for Content to help me just go through that in a bit more detail. So that episode's out next week. So that kickstarts the whole walk to Pristina bit, because at the end of, or the very beginning of October, I've then got the Kosovo episode, which was filmed in Pristina, which covers this particular flag and touches on this flag here as well. And then there's more details. So the two episodes sandwich the whole month, and therefore that's why I decided it's worth seeing if I can get people to walk that distance. It's just as well I didn't do London and I don't know, Tokyo. That would have been a bit of a trek to walk. So these are two countries fairly good together, fairly close together, and makes life very much simpler. Okay, what have we got in the chat? Your cooler weather is January, February. Yes, okay, that's cool. Maybe I should try that then. I did, my first time I visited the UAE, Dubai, was in, I think that was a January time. Actually, that was the second time I went. And it's still beach weather as far as I am concerned, from the UK. Still managed to sit on the beach in the gorgeous sunshine. But yes, you're right, that was out during the daytime, which I'm guessing you can't do in the height of the summertime in Bahrain. Is lay down on the beach, and I don't think any factor of sun cream is going to protect you from that one. Anyway, so yes, so just a quick recap. If you've just joined us, hi, hello, say hello in the chat. It's there for everybody. It'd be great to know where you're from, where you're typing from. Say hello, join in any flag chat that you've got as well. Any questions about any of the flags I've got here or not, by all means, throw them in. By the way, you inspire me recently. But I've been knowing flags in general since I was 2 years old. That's impressive. That's impressive. I'm soon turning 16. Excellent. Happy birthday for whenever soon will be, on the same day as the Bahrain National Day. You've just answered my question. Well done. And I'm trying to collect flags, rare ones. So does that mean you're trying to collect rare flags, or are you trying to collect flags, but it's a rare thing that you're able to do that? But anyway, I'm impressed that since the age of 2, I think that's a little bit younger than I was when I started, getting interested in flags, rare flags. Okay, well, here's one here that you could possibly win if you sign up on the Strava and you manage to travel a distance of 87 kilometers during the whole month of September, especially at your age. Very easy to do. It's potentially the city flag of Pristina to add to your collection. I mean, how randomly rare would that be, especially for somebody in Bahrain? That would be quite intriguing. So by all means, indeed, there's a few other extra bits and pieces in there that I will be thrown in. So by all means, just get involved. It'll be great. So have you got, Khalid, have you got any flags in your collection as yet? Because I'm just trying to think what rare ones I've got. So these are probably some rarish ones. The Basque. Okay, yes, I've got the Basque country somewhere. Sort of the red, green, white version of the Union Jack. To be fair, you've got this one. Is it this one or is it a slightly different one that you've got? Oh, Alex. Alex, the Earth flag. Yes, sorry, I'm having conversations with with two different people about the same thing. Sorry, Alex. Yes, the Earth flag. Yes, that's the one. Yes, that's the Earth flag. I do have a different Earth flag as well, which I can go through another time. I think I pulled them all together at some point as well. I do happen to have hiding in the background as well. Here is this it's back to front, but slightly different. Well, that's more of a space flag, isn't it? There you go. It's the United Federation of Planets flag, which of course everybody should have in their collection. Yes, Basque flags. Alex, remind me, where are you from? What part of the world are you from? Is it Alex or you Axel? It's Axel, isn't it? It's Axel, but you're the USA. Hello, welcome. Gosh, right. So what part of the USA? Because depending, it could be really early or it could be sort of, 20 past 10 in the morning. Whereas I think Khalid in Bahrain, oh, gosh, am I going to go 3 or 4 hours ahead of where I am at the moment, which would put me sort of 20 past 6, 20 past 7, maybe 10:22. Look at that. It's afternoon. I see. I know my east coast of the US, as it gets more to the west, I've got no idea what time the west coast of the USA is. Probably 8 hours, isn't it? Anyway, it's by the by. But anyway, welcome, Axel. No, it is Alexel. Alex. It's Alex, isn't it? So, right. God, almost sunset here. Yes. Well, we've got blazing sunshine, oddly enough, in the UK. I know it's a rarity. We've been moaning about it for the past month because it's too hot. Alexei. Oh, is a Russian name. Oh, Alexei with an I at the end. Okay. Right. If I could pronounce that right now. Alexei. That's a great name. I don't think I've actually ever met an Alexei before. I've met a Khalid before. Excuse me for drinking tea at you as well. Anyway, so US, Bahrain, UK. Hi, link in the world. Brilliant. Other flags that I've got here, we were talking about some rare flags at the moment. What I've got, so hiding behind Pristina is, this is the bottom half of the South Antarctic. Was it the North Pole? It's either the South or North Pole, and I can't remember which one it is. It's really terrible. Wish I hadn't pulled that one out now. Antarctica. Thank you. So, this one I know because it's the African United group, because there's a map of Africa on it, and then I've got the Sapmi people right in the corner over there. And yes, various others. I think this blue, and I think that's a Uganda. Oh no, sorry, the blue and white one is, think of the flag of Scotland, but it's not Scotland. It's the flag of Tenerife, one of the Canary Islands island flags, Tenerife. So yes, they have pretty much the same flag as Scotland, which is that one. So that's my Tenerife flag, which is different to a Scottish flag, which I do have. To be fair, it's just the blues are slightly different, and Tenerife's white saltire is a little thicker than what Scotland is. Yeah, I have some of that. Some of it I do seem to know. Also, that's San Andreas and Providencia. Oh wow, gosh, you do have some very rare flags. Okay, well, as I say, you can always sign up to Strava and see if you can. Well, and then you'll be in chance for winning this if you manage to complete all 87 kilometers at the end of it. Do excuse me again. Thank you. Right. Okay. Oh, you don't have San Andreas. Okay. Yet. Okay. Oh, is it on order? I mean, if there's a birthday coming up around the corner, then maybe there's a particular birthday present. Anyway, hi, hello, welcome for people, those of you dropping in. Say hi in the chat. Don't forget, it'd be great to know where you're coming from as well, or indeed where you are, as opposed to where you're coming from. You get the general idea. It's always great to find out whereabouts on the planet you guys are from. Other flags that I do have at hand, anyway. Just quickly, I just wanted to. Now I've ironed it, which took me a while. Do you have the Tuckaloo fan? I don't. Oh, I think. Come back to that in a minute. Let me just touch with Togo's flag. There we go. That's quite nice and neat. The reason I've got this out at the moment, and because I've just ironed it recently, is because last Friday's video was that came out was for this particular flag. But very specifically about its ratio, which is unique to this particular flag and no other. But if you want to find out what that is and why this has a very specific ratio, etc., then go and check out that video that's out at the moment. I do have Frederic also helped me out there in Paris. He does a little bit of for the person who actually designed the flag, Paula Hai, who designed that flag, went to Paris to study design and art and what have you. And then he went on several months later to design the Togo flag. Anyway, it's all there. Anyway, now my pronunciations of the Tuvalu flag, I think I do have it. And again, I think it's probably sitting with the Bahraini flag. Out there somewhere in boxed, so I don't have too many. What happened earlier this year is that about in March time, I was given 3 quite substantial boxes of flags from the UK Flag Institute. You can sign up. I've got a 10% discount if you want to sign up to the UK Flag Institute. You don't have to be from the UK. You just have to be a member of Planet Earth to join the Flag Institute. I get nothing out of that advert, by the way, except no knowledge that you've got in and at a 10% discount. Anyway, I was given 3 boxes of flags, of which I think that one is in there somewhere. I haven't been through them all properly yet. I've started to catalogue them properly because I've got way too many flags. But it's in there somewhere, and I've got hundreds in those 3 boxes, and then I've got hundreds hanging up behind me, which is just ridiculous. Wait, they delivered to Bahrain. Who delivers to Bahrain? Is that what the UK Flag Institute? I think they probably will do. If that's who we're talking about there, no doubt they will do. Excuse me again, because my tea was about to get cold, and I've just spilled tea down me. Do excuse me, that's really quite horrific. Where was I? Delivering Bahrain, UK Flag Institute. Yes, somewhere I've got a link to a discount. If you're not a member at the moment, you can sign up and be a member and get all sorts from there. There's access to, they've got a plethora of information on their website. All to do with flags, of course, and no doubt some very rare ones indeed as well. And you can, there's also let me get this right. I think there's twice a year they have a Flagmaster magazine, which I do not have at hand at the moment. Useful. And every month as well, they have a dispatch email that comes out, which yours truly writes for. And that comes out, it's not just about me, it's loads of other stuff going in the world, in the Flag Institute. So yes, by all means, if you want to sign up, and I need to give you the code for that, the web link, then by all means, that's also. Or you can have a look at the Around the World in 80 Flags videos. Any of those videos will have Al Jazeera. I will have. There's a link in any of those descriptions on any of the Around the World in 80 Flags videos, which has a link to the Flag Institute's discounted to sign up. Anyway, but I think that's enough adverts for them.